Hi, what's up, y'all? It's poppin'. It's D. About to react to this vid by Atozi. It's titled Doctor Lost License Over This TikTok. So this happened a while ago, but it was mentioned in a recent video I reacted to, and someone sent me this and said I gotta check it out. Because I heard about this, or maybe I'm thinking of a different situation. So many medical professionals have lost their licenses over making stupid TikTok and Instagram posts. It is wild. Just the stupidity. And it's like, you went to school all those years and you still dumb? That's crazy. Couldn't be me. Anyway, yeah, let's see what happened with this particular doctor. Let's watch.
Today we're taking a look at a TikTok doctor who lost her medical license from some TikToks and some patients that had a bad time. This doctor, doctor in the past, went by the name of Dr. Roxy. And she had over 850,000 followers on TikTok, which is now private, conveniently. But from what I can tell from looking at her re-uploaded content, it seems like she used her platforms to promote plastic surgery. It seems like 90% was like a funnel to get more clients in general, and then the other maybe 10% was for aspiring plastic surgery.
He real popular. This nigga be doing challenges. The amount of shit I've seen, and I ain't even been directly to his TikTok, but I've seen it like reposted on Instagram. He be doing like challenges and dancing and all type of shit. I'm like, we in a different time.
Surgeons. An article by Distractified says the state medical board took issue with Dr. Roxy's social media usage. One of the biggest draws of Dr. Roxy's TikTok account is her raw depiction of medical procedures. However, the board deems this practice careless and dangerous, with records stating her focus was often on the camera instead of the patient. According to the board, Dr. Roxy's consistent documentation of cosmetic procedures poses a severe threat to patients and the public. Now that's horrifying, the thought that your surgeon is more busy making a TikTok,
right, bitch, you dancing while niggas on the table?
To show you that social media is running the brains of some of the most educated people out there. Well, that sounds crazy, but where's the proof? Because I wanted to see some evidence of this, and she did make it a little bit hard to find because she did private her entire account. But thankfully, there were some re-uploads, and it's terrifying.
The
article wasn't even exaggerating. Her focus wasn't even on the patient. Yeah. It was all on the camera, pretty much. This video makes it seem like her TikTok content is more important than her own patient's life. And I feel awful for the person who was being operated on here, but she actually reacted to this clip here.
So that was me.
You do know.
Back in July this year at Roxy Plastic Surgery in Columbus. That is Dr. Roxy, Dr. Growy.
Girl, show us the results. Are you snatched?
She did that. Like I said, back in the summer, she did my chin lipo, which is coming back now, which kind of sucks. Posting without people's consent, which I did consent to her recording me during that. But obviously, she's really not paying attention. She's talking to the camera. She's talking to people across the room. And just not paying attention to while she's stabbing that in my neck. I know that she's botched a lot of people's surgeries. I wish I would have known this before I went there, but...
Girl, low-key though, you just said it came back. So that means that it was gone at one point if you saying it came back. But that is not on her. When you get lipo, you still have to keep up the results. So if you go back to eating hot Cheetos and donuts, girl, then it's gonna come back. That's not how lipo works. It's not forever. You definitely can still get fat in the areas you got lipo if you ain't living your life right. That's why I feel like, what the fuck she want? That's why I feel like, I can't wait to update my OnlyFans on this tea. Anyway, sorry, that threw me off. Fuck, what was I saying? You gotta live your life right after lipo.
Yeah, that's not who you want as your surgeon. This is terrifying.
It was something else,
the new scary consideration we now have to make in 2022 is, when I go into surgery, will my surgeon be busy making TikToks while operating on me or not? I guess this is just overall an L for the younger generation, because if we're gonna like make a chart of like least likely to most likely people in making TikToks while they're operating on the table, because I guess sadly I'm now going to want to opt for a older doctor, I guess for experience number one, but for number two, it's less likely for them to make a TikTok.
Say less likely all you want to, but listen, the elderly, they be on the TikTok too. I'll never forget when I was covering that fucking Hailey Bieber drama or whatever. There were old, like visible grandpas and grandmas, full gray hair, talking about that tea on TikTok, recording stuff like, I think Hailey Bieber, and I'm like, what the different times. They got phones too, okay? So don't think you getting an old doctor and they not gonna do this bullshit. They could do it too.
TikTok while they're operating on you. And I guess if worst case scenario actually die on the table, they're also less likely to make a TikTok dance while I'm laying there. Because that's also happened. Man, things really went downhill quick after TikTok became a thing. But in regards to the article, what we just read isn't even the craziest allegation. The wildest thing about this story is Dr. Roxy's clients were told not to call 911 when they experienced post-surgery complications.
Huh?
What? Following a patient's tummy tuck and breast surgery, she claims her drains weren't working in the recovery house. Despite this, the nurse practitioner urged her not to go to the emergency room. According to Runyon, that was the patient, she still can't stand up straight and is paying for additional surgeries to correct the damage caused by Dr. Roxy. I thought Dr. Roxy was the best because that's the way she made me feel, Runyon said. But I should have dug a little bit deeper. I guess this is just one big wake-up call saying, hey, don't pick your doctor off of social media. But there was another patient who came out with a TikTok talking about her experience where apparently the same thing happened.
Powell, surgeon known for TikTok videos, has license suspended, aka the plastic surgeon I just got my job from literally a month ago. In one of the news video, the reporter said that past patients accused Dr. Roxy and her post-op team of being negligent because they encouraged them not to go to the hospital whenever they realized they were having complications or had any concerns. And that was so crazy to me because that literally happened to me. But naive little me wanted to trust that they had my best interest, and thank God I trusted my gut. Basically, this is what happened. I got a breast augmentation, and I am pretty positive I got an infection. It looked crazy. I'm not going to show a picture of it because I don't think it's on TikTok. I'm pretty sure I know when things are normal and things are not normal, even though I'm not a doctor, I'm not an expert. So I went to the doctor. He confirmed, like my primary doctor, like my normal doctor that I see for checkups and stuff like that. He checked it out. He confirmed, yes, it appears to be an infection. So I called the doctor and just let them know. And by doctor, I mean Dr. Roxy and the post-op team. And they said, oh, that's not an infection. It's just the stitches expelling from your body. You shouldn't have gone to your doctor. He's not an expert in plastic surgery. He wouldn't know what it looks like and what it doesn't. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure he knows what an infection looks like regardless of where it comes from.
Dummy bitch. Like, an infection, give me some antibiotics.
Right? So I totally feel like they were trying to gaslight me and make me feel crazy for going to the hospital when I thought there was an issue. And thank God, I trusted my gut.
Yeah, this is just baffling. I mean, it's sad, but I guess this is just another example of gaslight girl boss. Nah, your doctor doesn't know what an infection is. They probably don't even have 800,000 followers on TikTok. Obviously, she didn't say that, but when picking a doctor, followers don't mean anything. I feel like a lot of people blindly trusted her and gave her a lot of credibility just because she had a lot of followers on TikTok. The only thing a large follower count shows is they're consistent with uploads and they know how to make content that people will watch, which are definitely not qualities I'd look for when it comes to picking a doctor. I wouldn't want Mr. Beast operating on me, no matter how viral of a video that would be.
Good point. Bitch, you ain't doing my motherfucking surgery with that weak ass twerk.
Absolutely botched while I make some TikTok content. I was also a little bit surprised in how she marketed herself, especially in a video like this.
Hi, it's Dr. Roxy. How do you know if you need a breast lift? I am going to tell you about a very important test. It's called the pencil test. And all you need is a pencil. Thank you.
I know what she about to say. She about to say, lift up your titty, put the pencil right there, and drop your titty. If your titty holds the pencil, you need a breast lift. That is terrible advice. If that's the fuck about to come out your mouth, and I'm glad your license got revoked if that's what you about to say, bitch.
This is best done in front of your mirror with absolutely no clothes on. But we don't want to get kicked off of TikTok, so we'll show you in the shirt. You take your pencil and you'll put it right under your breast folds, of course with no clothes on. And if your nipple or your breast is below the fold, you need a lift. As you can see, she does not need a lift. But if you take your pencil and put it underneath your folds, and the breast tissue and nipple are hanging past the pencil, then you need a lift.
I mean, that's pretty much
so what I said. Now it's time to take your test. Did you pass?
I'm pretty sure.
Not did you pass. I don't like her wording because it's like, oh, you need a... First off, some people just have bigger breasts. That doesn't mean you need a breast lift if you fail that test. And for her to say pass, or that, she just trifling. I wouldn't trust that at all. I don't know why y'all even went to her.
A B cup would fail that test. Essentially, she has the
You think anybody passed a B cup?
I'm
Exactly.
pretty sure a B cup would fail that test. Essentially, she has the audacity to say that most women need this cosmetic surgery, which just sounds insane to me. If you want to do cosmetic surgery,
that's
you
your
do,
choice,
but
but say
don't
you
let
need
someone who's going to profit off of you talk you into doing it. I also found this old TV clip of her.
This is the first time you've been here on the set, so I want to talk a little about your practice, about what sets you apart at Roxy Plastic Surgery.
Well, I think there's a couple things. One is we are all female, so we really make people feel very comfortable there. The women feel like they're at home. They come in like they're at a spa, but they get to talk about anything they want to, completely openly.
Unless you seriously need help, because don't call 911 because that might hurt my business. Oh, you almost lost your life? Don't forget to leave a 5-star review. Overall, this is just insane, but what are your thoughts?
That is such a... We stand out because we all female. Like, what does that have to do with anything? I don't care if you male, female, trans. I don't care. Do you know how to do the goddamn surgery? What? Listen, this was trifling up and down, and I'm glad that she got her license revoked because that was just not right. You on the operating table, like operating on this lady and looking dead in the camera and talking to people. And you're not even looking down at what the fuck you doing. What if you stabbed her in the wrong spot or something? I don't know how the fuck this works, but I would think that you need to, hyper focus and give it your 100% undivided attention. That's what I would assume. But you up here making fucking videos, girl, bye. So she got what she got. Listen, these people are really slow who lose their licenses over TikTok, out of all things. Like, what? Y'all let me know what y'all think, though. Let me know what other videos you want to watch, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye!